Hello, Valentine's Day lovers. My name is Bob Koppler. I'm part of the ownership group here at Edera Italian Eatery. I'm here with our fabulous chef, Andrew Simon, and his wonderful wife who's joined us today, Crystal.
Hello.
Crystal, welcome to Edera. And Andrew's going to show us how to make the items in your Valentine's Day gift box. One's going to be the pancetta-wrapped Bistro steak. And the second is going to be the garganelli pasta. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. So first things first, we're going to go over the steps and the ingredients of each box. So we're going to go with box one. So box one is going to be our pancetta-wrapped bistro steak, which we actually already have fired in the oven, and we'll explain here shortly. Your ingredients right now are going to be minced shallots, minced garlic, coined potatoes, the black pepper demi, and the asparagus. When it comes into your box to your front door, you will need to go off and mince the shallots, which we have right here, nice and fine. We have minced garlic as well. The potatoes will be pre-boiled, so they'll be already tender enough for you just to cut into coins like we have here. Asparagus, you will have to trim off the ends for the woodiness part, so you'll have to trim off the end parts like that. And then we have the black pepper demi-glace that is already cooked for you and already made for you. You'll just have to heat up when you're ready to plate for your lover or your party. Okay, so we kind of jumped ahead for you to show you the pancetta-wrapped bistro steak. So when it comes into your box, it will be fully wrapped in this beautiful pancetta, wrapped in saran wrap. It has a nice roulade to it, so it's gonna be nice and firm and nice and already rolled up for you. The best way to cook this without having a problem with it, so it doesn't fall apart, is to find the spot where you're gonna see the wrap right here, and you want to sear that first skin side down right there to seal that pancetta up so it kind of curves with the actual beef itself. If you do it the opposite way, it could unfold and turn into a little blanket for the actual bistro steak itself. So, once again, about medium-high heat with a little bit of oil in the skillet. The wrap side down first, get a nice sear, and then we turn on our oven to about 300 to 400 degrees. Throw that puppy in there and rotate it every 2 to 3 minutes. And all depends on what temperature you want. I think my wife likes most of her steak pretty much moving raw, so we didn't cook it as long.
That's
so,
right.
But like I said, you can cook it at any temperature you want, but we do ours about mid-rare to medium.
So I was curious, like, when you do this, are you searing just the one side and then are we popping it in the oven, or are we gonna sear the other like 3 sides too and then pop it in the oven?
Correct. So you're gonna sear that one side down first so it gets nice and golden
Seal
brown.
it.
Yep. And then you
Okay.
can basically throw it in your oven. Every, I'd say 2 to 3 minutes, you'll just rotate it inside that so it gives a more consistent sear inside.
With the
there.
outside and
Unless you want to
Okay.
try to battle it on the stovetop, you'll have a more safe and more of a better chance of having it proper inside the oven instead of on top of the
Okay,
stovetop.
cool.
So we have a
Oil.
blended oil, white wine,
Wait, got it.
consumer's choice, and some lemon juice for some acid.
And juice.
Okay. Try a skillet, a little bit of oil.
A little bit of oil.
Yep.
Is that too much or is that enough?
Sorry.
I feel like
We're gonna finish with butter. Okay.
favorite
So
part, butter.
let's bring that up. When it comes to a smoke, we're gonna go ahead and add our asparagus. Okay. So while you're waiting for your skillet to heat up, this is where you can probably take a drink and do your things or whatnot, or finish up your mise en place while you're starting your first breath. So.
Nice glass of wine.
Okay.
Company. Okay. I'm gonna put this in first.
Yep.
By itself.
Yep.
Okay. Is it ready?
Go ahead. Sure.
What am I gonna do next so I'm prepared while that's getting going?
So we're gonna let that go for a second. Once it starts to heat up and hear a little more popping, you're gonna flip your skillet a few times, and then we're gonna go on with the shallots and garlic. We're gonna reduce our heat so we don't burn the shallots and garlic.
Okay.
Let that go for a little longer. We're gonna delay with a little white wine. Be careful so you don't get no flames on you.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pull off the heat, mount with butter, season with salt, pepper, and then check our acid with lemon juice. Just roll them. Just roll them. Just roll them like that. There you go.
Oh, that's a good. That's
Roll 'em.
ingenious.
Oh god.
Oh, look how pretty green those are.
Yes, they are. Let's go.
Okay.
So now bring your shallots and garlic over.
Not all of this though, right?
No. Here. Would you like me to scoop in what you need?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Reduce your heat a little bit.
Here, just tell me to shape it. More?
That's good. That's good. That's
Okay.
good.
How come you're not doing this first and then?
Because asparagus is raw. That is a lot of garlic. That is true. That is a lot of garlic. Yes, that is. But thank God we're cooking Italian food. A little more oil in your skillet.
Shake it?
Yep. So obviously in our family we like a lot of garlic. So we're gonna go with garlic. A little more on that sucker. Good. More oil. So what you're gonna do now
Okay.
Okay, so reduce your heat, pull the flame off a little bit, pull your skillet off, and then add some wine. Don't blow yourself up.
This makes me nervous.
All right, add it. Go. Go. All right.
This is when the smoke alarm would go off in our house.
So that would be, yes, it's all going crazy. Okay, so bring it back to the heat.
Okay.
Okay.
Off the heat, back on the heat.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Now butter.
Yeah, hold on, my sheet. So I add a little. You can add a little water, or you can add a little veg stock. I'll use a little veg stock just to get a little emulsification. Okay. So after that, let that cook down, and when there's enough liquid to coat the bottom of the skillet, just enough that you're gonna cut off your heat. Add about 2 to 3 cubes of butter. Okay. So cut off your heat.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know how to know.
Okay. Add your 2 to 3. Add your 2 to 3 scoops.
Of butter.
Yep. I'll start shaking that sucker around. And that butter should break down and hopefully coat the actual asparagus itself. Add your squirt of acid. All depends on how much acid you want. It's a lot of water. It's a lemon. We're gonna have lemony asparagus. Okay?
You said squirt. That looked like a good squirt.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be perfect.
See, that's real love. Even when you cook that, they tell you it's perfect.
Exactly. So, best thing to do is kind of taste the butter and see what it needs. Does it need more salt? Does it need more acid? Does it need more butter?
What needs less garlic?
Well, we know that, but let's just move along forward and see what we need here.
I think we're butter to break up salt.
Wow. It's very acid and very salty. Okay, so go ahead and add some more butter in.
Good. At least I needed more butter to make it better, right?
Yep,
That's a lot.
it's gonna be fun. That fat's gonna balance out that salt.
Okay.
Okay, so once that butter melts, we'll move that to the side and we'll get another skillet going to do our frying our potatoes. So, medium-high heat, a little bit of oil.
With way less garlic this time.
We're not gonna add any garlic. We're just gonna brown these potatoes and season them. So this is not gonna
Is
be.
that enough oil? That seems enough. It's like
This will be perfect. So once you start seeing some smoke, you can actually add it or whatnot. So if you do see some smoke and it starts to bubble, you can pull the skillet off, so it's not going to spit rock as I did. I can start to see smoke. So.
where do you see smoke? Oh, okay.
Right
See, I
here.
got you. Okay, I see it. I saw it before.
So when adding your potatoes, try to add it into the oil so it doesn't look like you're frying it or whatnot. If you add it to a spot with no oil in your skillet, that's a better chance of sticking. So you see how your oil will start to line up around the skillet?
More oil?
No. You don't need more oil. You need to find a spot where the oil is at.
That's good. I know.
Yep. So now when you move your skillet, it's not sticking, so now I have no problem. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the potatoes to get a nice golden brown crust on the one side. Then we're going to flip them. Then we're going to add a little salt, amount of butter, a little lemon juice. Half amount of lemon juice, half amount of butter as last time.
Okay.
Correct. But I'm going to say check that small one right there, because that small one looks like it's going to town on it.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, yeah. Expert flipper.
Okay,
Turn
so
down my heat really
reduce your heat a little bit.
I'm
You're
not
gonna
sure-
add-
I'm not sure if I did. I'm not sure. Turn it up.
Okay. Now when you add this butter, you're adding way less, just enough to give some nice fatty shine to it. So you're gonna be adding a little like that.
It's a little tiny piece, not a whole lot.
Okay. Add your seasoning salt. And a little way less acid. I mean, just use your finger and like.
Like a salad.
Yup. Okay. So now, with that being said,
Feeling good about this.
okay. So now do a little taste check on yourself. There you go. Nice crunch.
Nice crunch.
So here is the tricky part. So what we're gonna do now is that we already kind of taken off the ends of our bistro steak to have a nice flat center, so we can plate them a little more, say a little more different, so they're gonna be standing up like little medallions. So my wife Crystal here is going to try to, well, she's going to slice the beef. We're gonna figure out how well this works out. So
Okay.
when slicing the beef, you want to do in 3 cuts.
Okay.
So pretty much you'll be making 2 cuts, but you want 3 pieces.
Like 1, 2.
Yep.
Okay.
So when you're cutting this, you're gonna want to keep your hand very firm on the back side, so you keep the pancetta in place.
Should I hold like down here too, so it's like doesn't come
Yeah,
off?
so you're just gonna kind of, so you're gonna
Okay.
grip the bottoms and then put the 2 top, and then run your blade right where your finger starts and use your.
Straight down?
Yeah, not on my fingers.
I'm trying not to cut my. Okay.
So now so you already made a decision, so make sure you hold this, and watch you pull back out. That's, you're gonna have to find the.
No, just trying. Okay, there we go. Oh, that cut pretty good, Ben. Yeah.